The Consumer Electronics Show hits every year, and there's often a lot of points of interest for gamers. I'm Falcon, and today on GameRanks, the 10 best things for gamers at CES 2018. Number 10 is Razer's new wirelessly powered mouse. Now, wireless charging isn't brand new. Corsair and Mad Catz and Logitech all did their own in 2017, but they're all specifically wirelessly charging mice. Razer has gone out of their way and done something innovative, making a mouse that is entirely powered by what would otherwise be a mousepad that charges the mouse if it were one of the other companies. There's no battery on board, so the mouse is kind of light, and that's kind of the selling point. Now, whether that actually ends up being the selling point, we've yet to see, but they've set themselves apart, certainly. Also, there's obviously that cool Razer Chroma lighting all over the thing, and it's generally an impressive piece of technology. It's launching sometime in the first quarter, so not very far off either. Number 9 is a shirt that's also a game controller. A Japanese startup by the name of Zenoma is basically made up of a shirt, a tight shirt, and 14 various sensors. They showed off the tech with this running mini game that a lot of people have kind of made fun of, but the only reason it looks so goofy is because you're doing a thing for real, and that's making the game do the thing. It apparently just uses Bluetooth, and it seemingly functions pretty well. It's actually quite impressive, and the company is trying to look to get into the sort of VR space, pairing VR with a shirt that echoes your movements. See, that's really gonna make things interesting. Number 8, Razer showed off a dock for the Razer phone that turns it into a full laptop. Now keep in mind it's an Android laptop, so don't expect to do PUBG, but it's got something really cool that all of the other docks that allow you to do this kind of thing with a smartphone don't. It actually cleverly integrates the phone into the hybrid device as its trackpad. The way it does it is beyond cool too. You'd put the phone into a little slot where the trackpad would be and press a button and the USB-C port extends out, locks the phone into place, and it's the future. It is so weird here in the future. Number 7 is a new wireless router from Netgear intended to sort of optimize the gaming experience over Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi obviously not the ideal way, but Netgear wants to give you a router/switch that makes it, well, a viable option. The XR500 is the new router, which is not only top of the line hardware wise, but also gives you an interface that lets you set up geo filters, basically so you don't connect to laggy players in places that you never see anybody who's not laggy from. It also runs a built-in VPN client that not only protects your identity, but stops DDoS attacks in case somebody gets your IP and tries to shut you down. They're also putting out a LAN switch that gets the same gaming dashboard, for preventing the connections to laggy players and, wherever. And these are products I feel like you're gonna see more serious people taking advantage of. Number 6, Razer has partnered with Philips Hue in order to make it so your entire house can be a damn chroma thing. You know the chroma lighting? You know how they keep putting it into more and more things? Well, now you can make it your house. The partnership allows you to bridge the Razer Chroma to the Philips Hue V2 system, and let's say you have responsive lighting or something going on in a game, your house will do it. Obviously, that's not the only use of chroma lighting. You can generally just do some cool things with it anyway, but now you can extend that to your whole house. I'm looking forward to next December's Christmas lights videos that take place inside the house. Number 5, Nvidia put their Now service into beta, which Mac users have been able to take advantage of, but now PC users can. Basically, it's a streaming game service. It's not like you've never seen one of these before, but there's a big difference. Nvidia knows exactly what a gamer wants out of a game. They've been working on that forever, so they dedicated GPU to every single customer, and according to early feedback, they're succeeding where a lot of other places have failed. Now keep in mind, Sony does this same thing with PlayStations, but you're looking at a service that could be playing PC games on fairly high settings on really crappy computers, or for that matter, perhaps an Nvidia Shield. Now they haven't announced that, but there is a lot of possibilities, and I'm not gonna say I wouldn't like to play PC level games on a console. Even if it's streaming, as long as I've got the streaming stuff set up right, which it sounds like they've finally got a solution for. We'll see just exactly what happens as it rolls out to more people, but it's interesting, to say the very least. Number 4, the new midline headset from Oculus, the Oculus Go, got its processor revealed. It's going to be the Snapdragon 821, which is actually fairly interesting on account that's the same one you'll find in the Google Pixel, for instance. Keeping in mind the intent of the Oculus Go is to give you a pretty high resolution, specifically 1440p. It's interesting to think about where they're going with this because, I mean, obviously that is a much higher end processor than your average smartphone that you might pop into one of those $15 VR things. So obviously it's going to be a much more high-end experience, but exactly what are we going to see? Well, Facebook obviously wants as many people in VR as they possibly can get so that everybody loves it and starts seeing advertisements in it. I'm sure that's probably worth some kind of money. Motives aside, this is probably going to be pretty cool. Next, at number 3, Nvidia has announced a new initiative of 65-inch gaming displays. They're 4K, 3440 by 1440 displays, and they seem like kind of the perfect storm of features people look for in like a gaming monitor. I mean, you've got HDR, low latency, 120 Hz G-Sync. Yes, that wonderful, beautiful, sweet and tasty G-Sync. Minimizing tearing, syncing the refresh rate. Now, obviously it's a ways off before everybody gets their hands on these things, but from the sounds of it, it could potentially be the best quality image you can get currently, or rather when it comes out. Number 2, Asus's Republic of Gamer brand, ROG for short. They've created an interesting kit that actually merges your 3-monitor setup or 2-monitor setup into basically one long thing. They're these cool devices that use light refraction and lenses in order to sort of project what you'd think would be in between the monitors where there would otherwise be an ugly black border. And while it doesn't look perfect, it's actually kind of a cool solution. Now, I'm not going to say this is vital or anything, it's just really cool. I'm actually one of those people who is taken out of the game a little bit from that. So I probably actually will get a hold of these. And number 1 is the new Vive Pro. HTC announced a brand new headset that really increases the number of pixels, which is very, very good. More importantly, and this is what I'm more excited about personally, it looks a lot more comfortable. I'm looking forward to when we get our hands on one of these. And they've also included some built-in headphones. Now, some of us are a little bit picky with their headphones, let's just say, myself included. So I hope that they're good headphones. I hope that's not a thing that they skimp on to make the set affordable, but we'll see. It is looking very promising to me. Couple of quick bonus ones. Nvidia has created a feature called Freestyle, which allows you to apply filters to your games, like Instagram, and they're including a mode that will help colorblind players, which is always a nice thing to do. Merge Labs created a sort of small Nerf / Neon Genesis Evangelion looking gun that can do alternate reality games and looks like it could honestly provide some very interesting moments, whether it's AR or VR that they end up actually in. And Sony done made a 4K projector that is basically a table. It's a cool looking table, but you will not want to buy it specifically because it's a table. It's gonna be $30,000. I mean, unless you're like really rich and love tables that shoot 4K video onto your wall, which I'm sure there's some people that are like that. What seems most interesting to you from CES 2018? Leave us a comment, and if you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. Also, don't forget to click that alarm bell. That way you'll get notifications and won't miss a single one. As always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero, and we'll see you next time right here on GameRanks.